That was really good. We are, I'm not sure when. It's gonna be the summer sometime. So you guys stay tuned. But we are going to have a street taco tour.
They struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever road we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
Yo, yo, happy Monday, Monday. Here we are, another week, y'all, another week. Definitely summertime in full effect. It's warm, it's my kind of weather. I am a hot weather person. I love it, love it, love it. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Good weekend for me, really enjoyed it. Saturday I spent some time with a friend. We just cruised around Waldo and Westport on bikes and just enjoyed the nice hot summer day in Kansas City, y'all. And so here we are, another week, and I'm headed to La Fonte, probably not pronouncing that right, but it's Mexican street food. And I'm all about those street tacos, so I'm going to I want to try some street tacos from this place, and I'll let you know how they taste. But I'm headed there now. I've got a couple of client sessions out in the community, all kinds of stuff I want to tell you about. We got the Feel Good community tonight. Lots and lots going on, always at Midwest Anxiety. Lots of new clients. Hey, we're just all over it, y'all. We're all over it. We're out there creating that life we want to live. We're just out there creating that life that we want to live, y'all. And I hope you're doing the same thing. I hope you're out there creating that life you want to live. So, you guys sit back, put on your seatbelts, and enjoy this ride to get some Mexican street food, y'all. Let's dig into these tacos. Just looking for the best street taco, y'all. Looking for the best street taco. Here we go. I wish I knew how to pronounce the name of this place. Let me know in the comments, guys. I have no idea. Je parle français et vous? Je m'appelle Randy. I don't speak French, or I don't speak Spanish. No Spanish, but these are looking like good street tacos here. Let's try these out. Okay, very good, very good. What I've learned from people that know a little bit about street tacos is very basic. Very basic. So you got your meat, and you got some pico usually, and you got some cilantro, and maybe a little bit of salsa, but that's about it. No other stuff on there, y'all. And that's what I got here. It's good. It's good. Where am I going to go with this? You know, Italian. What was that? That was Thursday? Maybe that was Thursday of last week. I was at Italian Delight. I think that was Thursday. And I gave that pizza about a 7.7. I mean, I can't choose 7.7 again for the tacos. Then you guys would just think that 7s are my favorite number, and 7 isn't my favorite number. So Where are we going with this? 7.6. I like the vibe in there. And the taste is good. The price is definitely on point. These cost me, for 2 street tacos, they cost me $4. $4, y'all. $4. I got the steak and the chicken. So 7.6 is where I would go with that. 7.6, yep. Hey y'all, I'm wanting to do a street taco tour where we go around just to like 4 or 5 different places. Let me know, where do you get street tacos?
Thing that stops us all. And that's why I'm here to talk to you, because it doesn't have to. Fear is real, but I am going to share a secret weapon that I have used for years to beat every single fear that used to stop me. Now, first, before we get into this secret weapon, I just want to cover a few facts about fear. What it is, what it isn't, and some things that you may not know about fear. So, first thing, fear is a physical state in your body that is exactly the same as excitement. Let me say that again. Fear and excitement are the exact same physical state. Your heart races. You might sweat a little bit. You might feel tightening in your chest. You might feel a pit in your stomach. You have a surge of cortisol. It's basically the way that your body goes into a hyper-aware state because it's readying for action.
All right, y'all. I'm reviewing this video, this Mel Robbins video, that is the topic for tonight's discussion in the feel-good community. This idea about what's the difference between fear and excitement, and Mel talks about that your body, the arousal of your body, it does the same things going on in your body, no matter if you're anxious or you're excited, right? And so the only difference between being anxious or being excited is your perception, what you think about that arousal, what you think about that idea. So you can take anything that you're anxious about. For me, it would be a Ferris wheel, right? And I can say, oh, I'm starting to feel anxious about going on that Ferris wheel. And I can turn it into, oh, I'm starting to feel excited about going on that Ferris wheel. And one thing that I talk a lot about with clients is this idea around excitement, is that I think one of the benefits of saying, instead of saying that you're anxious, that you're excited, is that you develop a different relationship with this sensation that you're getting in your body. So you can go and you can think about in the beginning that this physical state is anxiety, but you can turn it into, I'm excited to feel this way. I'm excited to feel this in my body because I know in the past when I've felt this way, I've felt anxious. But I'm excited to feel this way now because when I feel this, I can actually change my mind. I can change it from being anxious to being excited. And when I become excited, now I know that I've overcome that anxiety, that I'm feeling something different. I'm feeling excited to go on that Ferris wheel. I'm feeling excited to overcome the anxiety that I had felt before. I'm excited, let's do this. You see, with excitement comes this state of like confidence and going on offense, right? With anxiety, it's about apprehension and hesitation and, oh, I don't know if I want to go on that Ferris wheel because I feel anxious, right? You go from being on offense with excitement, like let's do this, to defense with anxiety. And so tonight in the feel-good community, we're just going to talk about that. We're going to talk about going from changing your mindset, going from being anxious to being excited. And there's really, your body is doing the same thing. It's your mind, guys. It's your mind. Think about that a little bit. Think about that a little bit. The next time that you get anxious about something, how can you still feel what you feel, but change the way that you think about it to be more excited about it? Okay, it's time for what's been coming up in client sessions. Okay, so for me, it's been a great reminder recently because there has been a lot of new clients come in through Midwest Anxiety, and starting with some new clients, and kind of I go through this mental but also this kind of physical process each time with the new client of really kind of reminding myself kind of like how to get the relationship started. And I always believe that the clinical stuff in therapy is second to the connection, right? Is that I'm always wanting to develop that connection with someone first and really get that tight, and then we move on to the clinical stuff. And one thing I'm reminded about, especially in new client sessions, but maybe a client I've been seeing for a while, to make sure that we stay connected and things stay fresh and things just keep moving in a constant forward process, that I really got to double down, triple down, quadruple down on that empathy. That is the way. Being empathetic is the glue to that connection. And so I think empathy, either if it would be me as a therapist or you as a mom or a dad or a friend or whomever it would be, is really how when someone is not feeling well, they've got something that they're being bothered by, I think you as a support, you having that empathy for them is really, really important. I think sometimes as a support, we might go to that first, like, to fix it, right? I think what they need is they just need to find a way to fix it, and I'm going to help them fix it. And maybe that's not what they're wanting. Maybe they're just wanting to find a connection with someone, a connection to say, hey, I just see where you are. I see you. I think empathy is nothing more than a feeling. It's a feeling, it's a connection, it's a feeling between two people or multiple people that we can just see each other in that space. It's not, I agree with you, or I even accept what it is, what you believe. It's just that I am in this space with you. I'm with you. And I think that comes without judgment or criticism. And I think there's a space for that. And I think that you can lead into, after being empathetic with someone, you can lead into that space by saying something like, you know, I'm with you. I can totally see how you might see that. Do you want my perspective on this? And I think and I think you could stay empathetic and you can just stay in that moment, and you really have to read that moment to kind of see if you take that next step. Do you want my perspective on this? And I think when you say, do you want my perspective on this, you go to validating them, and you go to, you know, I know it's really hard for you right now, and I can totally see where you might think that. And maybe you go to something where you could relate, like, I've thought that way in my own situation. I thought it in this situation, you know. But, you know, for me, kind of having some eyes and a heart outside of this, I'm kind of seeing it a little differently. And here's kind of my thought. And just because, and you can, as you give them your perspective, you can then go to, you know, just because this is my thought doesn't mean it has to be your thought. I totally get, and you wrap back around to being empathetic, right? I totally get where you're coming from. I'm here. I want to be with you in this space, and I will hold this non-judgmental, critical space for you as long as you need it. I think that's key, guys. I think that's absolutely key. I will hold this space for you without judgment and criticism whenever you need it. Whenever you need it, I will hold this space for you. You may not be able to hold this non-judgmental, non-critical space for yourself or someone else may not be able to hold it for you, but I will hold the space that you can come back to. I will hold this space for you. And guys, what I will say is if you keep holding that space, that person will be able to find and work through whatever it is that they're struggling with, because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for that space that they can't either find themselves or other people aren't giving to them. They need that space, that non-judgmental, non-critical space, just to be held in that moment.